Welcome, friends. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. We're just getting the Reiki going here. Getting the Reiki going. Yo. I didn't listen to the whole song. So I never know. I often pick the songs and I don't listen the whole way. And then they change and I don't like them anymore. So this is the struggle. Hello, welcome. Casey says that they need all the strength right now. Says that's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. That's why I'm here. Welcome, y'all. This is day 20 of the 30 days of Reiki 30. My name is Taylor Norris. I'm a Usui Holy Fire 3 Karuna Reiki Master, professional member of the International Center for Reiki Training. And I am here on this live series, which is on Instagram Live. Y'all can find them all on my IGTV at Joyful Raw Life, as well as I'm putting them on my YouTube channel, Taylor A. Norris. You might be watching this on YouTube later on. And my intention with this series is to gift you a taste of the healing frequencies of Reiki energy, to answer your questions and to give you a chance to see if you resonate with Reiki and you want to go deeper, as I share with you many different manifestations of how it can be incredibly healing and helpful at this particularly challenging moment in time. Because I do offer distant Reiki sessions one-on-one, online, as well as Reiki 1 and 2 online class. That's for beginners, or you can retake it later on. I've taken it more than once myself, as well as Reiki Master Online. These are upcoming online classes, Holy Fire Energy. For those of you who might be coming from different lineages, is Holy Fire. For those of you who don't even know what that means, don't worry about it. But Reiki is universal life force energy. And it is incredibly helpful for pretty much everything. I know that's a big statement. I'm just pinning the comment there that has the link to my classes and the session, so y'all can check that out if you do decide, hey, this is cool, I do want to go deeper. Hello to everybody who's on. Casey, Tajik, Mama Mela, Jobasari, and of course B. Y'all, sorry if I mispronounce your name. I'm from the South and I don't say a lot of things right, so it is what it is. I also wanted to tell y'all, one way you can help me out, that really does help me out, is to give this a heart or to like it, and also to share it with someone who you know is struggling, could use some strength right now. That's really beneficial to me, and sharing the energy far and wide, because this is still, although Reiki's been around for a while, I mean, it's been around for, over 100 years now, if not before then, people working with it. It's still not mainstream. Like, it's getting more and more and more mainstream, and like some of my teachers, they've been working with Reiki, for as long as I've been alive. Like, people have been working with this for a long time, but people are still it's still very much in the stages of, people learning more about it and becoming aware of it, and how practical and useful it can be and helpful during these times. B says, hey, you cannot mispronounce B. That's right. That's an easy name. It's a really easy name. So you can share this with someone who needs a boost. That would help me out and help them out. Win-win. I also had a question I wanted to answer before we get into the topic. Carly 80. Hello, darling. Carla. Or maybe it's Carla 80. It's fun to read the names. I know you've been here before. Welcome, everybody. I had a question, and let me see if I could pull it up actually on my computer. I was like, dang it, I forgot to write it down. I remember the gist of it, but it's nice to get the exact wording correct. You know, someone took the time to ask me a question. I could at least read it out properly. So my computer's just finding it for us. And it's a really interesting question too. Can you help me see the spirit world? Isn't that what we all want to know, right? Can you help me see the spirit world? I mean, that's a complicated question. That's a loaded question right there. You know, it's really it's up to you, and it's up to Reiki. You know, I can offer you a tool that can grant that access, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna become clairvoyant or start seeing the spirit world. Hello, Vanisha Patel, my kitchen. Hello, darling. Welcome. Love the hearts. Love the love. So there's no guarantee that, you know, taking a Reiki class, you're going to start seeing the spirit world. However, that can happen. And, you know, if you already have had, you know, glimpses and glances of it, you know, throughout your life, which I can talk from my experience, I did. I had already been seeing interesting things. And after taking my first Reiki 1 and 2 class, it became more frequent, and I also had, you know, a lot over time, like the fear went down quite a lot. You are like sunshine. Hugs from Scotland, Carl. My pleasure. See, it's not Carla, it's Carl. Thank you for telling me. I'm in Hawaii, and it's not sunny today. It's actually rainy, but I can see the sun's gonna come out. You know, it's always changing here. But I was already having glimpses of the spirit world, you know, closed eye, open eye, you know, not on drugs too. Let me be really clear. This is like sober Taylor. Sober, not on drugs, seeing things sometimes. Not all the time, you know. I'm not one of these people who sees like every aura, but I would see certain like sparks of light around people. Had experience where I would see like beings at night often. It's like everything's coming out at night, you know. So I saw things at night. I was doing a lot of Kundalini yoga before my Reiki experience, and I would see things often during those meditations and different practices. During Shavasana, you know, I've been practicing yoga half my life. I see all these things. So I say this, and Reiki has definitely increased that, amped it up, and it gives me these tools, because if I'm seeing things and, you know, they don't belong here, I have advanced master techniques where I can do spirit releases, you know, if I have the correct permission, which discernment, you know, there's training and guidance around that. However, some people, you know, go through Reiki and that's not how their intuition works, you know. They're not seeing visions and colors and sparks of light and that kind of thing necessarily. And that's okay. There might be another form of intuition that comes online. My Reiki teacher talks about 12 of them, which I should have pulled that up. Man, y'all. It took me so long to get it together today, and like clearly I'm not still like completely getting it together. But there's clairvoyance, clear seeing, there's clairaudience. And for clairvoyance, like, you might not start seeing colors and visions and the spirit world per se, but you might be seeing with more clarity. You know, clairvoyance is clear seeing. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to see like ghosts and spirits and stuff. You know, I received that download earlier this year. It was like, oh, like there's this whole other element of clairvoyance that's like really chill. and really useful. Yeah. Yeah, B is saying she practices Reiki and she's not seeing spirits and she likes that, it's nice. If it's gonna freak you out, you're probably not gonna see it if you're working with Reiki, because Reiki is working off the principle of the highest good of all. So if it's not for your highest good to see it and you're working with Reiki, you're not gonna see anything. Let me see if I can find that article about all the different forms of intuition, because it's so cool, y'all. Like, clairvoyance is the one that gets all they're like, oh, that's like the one to have. But like, really, they're all great. In my experiences, you get one coming online, like the others start coming online too. Of course, I can't find the article. It's like, where is it? But yeah, okay, it's all your senses. So funny, my light just went out. Maybe there's a spirit in here, y'all. There probably is. Who's there? This light went out yesterday too. Interesting, y'all. That's another thing too, like being open to the signs, being open to the kookiness. I can't find it, y'all. Oh, it's one of her downloads. It's one of her free downloads. Yo, welcome everybody who's coming. Love, soul, heal. Yeah. Ada's first time for everything. Cecilia. Yo, welcome friends. Welcome everybody. We're just going over the clair senses. That's what my teacher, this is from the Reiki Lifestyle, Colleen Benelli. There's clairvoyance, clear seeing. Clairaudience, clear hearing. There's clear cognizance, clear knowing. So that's using the intellect. There's clear intellect, clear thinking. There's clear empathy, clear emotion. Oh, how nice is that? Clear sentience, clear physical feeling, like through the touch. Clear tangency. Actually, that one's different. Clear sentience, clear physical feeling. And clear tangency, clear touching. This would be really nice if you're a body worker, right? I bet a lot of body workers like have this or cultivate it. And clear salience is clear smelling. I got that one. That one's not the nicest one to have, I will say. Claire gustance. That's why I'm always burning incense. Claire gustance is clear tasting. So any or all of these different clair senses, forms of intuition, can be increased after, receiving a Reiki session, taking a Reiki training, beginning to give after your training, giving yourself Reiki, giving others Reiki. The more you're working with the energy too. Actually, that could be, I want to do a live, B says, not after having COVID, LOL. Maybe that would be a cool topic to do. I've had this on the list, Reiki for COVID. But I've been avoiding it because it's like, I don't really want to do it, but like I should. Yeah, because I know someone else who had COVID and like she still hasn't gotten her taste back. And I'm like, man, that would suck. So, yeah, sending Reiki for COVID and like really turning back on those senses, would be really, really helpful. I think another way what gustance can manifest too. I really feel this one. It's like food and drinks, when it lowers my vibration, it is so obvious. Like, it's so obvious, and it's like, it often like makes me angry, It's like, man, why can't I just eat that? Like, it's still healthy, But it does. I think clairgustance really helps with that discernment and getting on a healthy diet, and even realizing like the parameters within your healthy diet. It like the unhealthy things like not being pleasurable and like obviously lowering, my vibe or someone else's vibe. And that's just like who wants that? It's not worth like tasting good for a little bit. So I think that's one other manifestation. So yeah, no guarantee with Reiki. Taking my Reiki training, you're going to start seeing the spirit world. But the feedback I've gotten is that, yeah, the intuition does tend to open up for people after Reiki sessions, definitely after trainings, definitely after a master training. Each level of training, it's like your system has had enough time to calibrate to the previous training. An additional intuition can open up with possibly more of these clairsenses coming online, existing clairsenses that are open, becoming more open, becoming stronger, and it being kind of an adventurous cycle on how all that works. I know for me personally, after each additional level of training, it seems like more and more of my intuition is unlocked after each subsequent training. And I think they're spaced out at 6 months, for a reason. You're recommended to wait 6 months between Reiki 1 and 2 before Reiki Master. I think this is a very good thing. It allows you to get used to your body making the changes it needs to make so that you can then hold and work with additional energy, your psyche making the changes it needs to make to prepare for additional energy, upgrades, that kind of thing, awareness. And also you on the ground, making changes in your life you might really need to make in between these trainings. I waited 6 months after Reiki 1 and 2 to take Master, and then I waited a year after Master to take Karuna Master, which is the next level. And I think that was wise. It was like I wasn't ready until I was ready, and then I was ready and I took the training and I was really ready. And then, yeah, I took Karuna Reiki Master in May, and I've noticed definite recalibrations and a frequency stabilization process has been happening for me. And just now am I feeling really starting to kind of settle. And what's nice about that is Reiki's always helpful. Additional Reiki is always helping, even if you're feeling a bit overloaded. It's kind of a interesting thing. It might be a different form of Reiki that is helpful. Putting it in your water, doing a self-treatment, giving to someone else, sending Reiki to the earth. I'm offering these guided meditations and channelings to y'all. Just activating the energy, activating a different symbol. There are a lot of different ways. Clearing yourself with Reiki, clearing your space with Reiki, intending that this be filled with Reiki, and I'm going around clearing my space or clearing myself with this. This smells so good. So that's about that, but great question. Y'all have any questions before I move on to what else I've got to share about today? Hello, Marita, 2013. Hello, Mama Grade 2. Y'all drop your questions if you have any. I know there's a delay, so I'll wait a moment, have a sip of my unicorn Reiki water. We'll actually get to the topic, which is Reiki for Strength and the New You. This was downloaded to me yesterday during my walk, and I really highly recommend to y'all during this time to be walking. I've looked at the astrology enough, and enough astrologers who I really respect are saying move your body, because there's a lot of intense energy right now. I'm sure y'all can feel that. and moving the body helps. And I almost always get downloads when I go walking. And I go walk outside in nature. Don't bring my phone, so I don't have like cool stories to show y'all. I'm like, man, I'm going to all these cool places. I'm not. My stories suck because I'm not taking my phone to show y'all like how beautiful it is. But that's for a reason. I'm actually walking my talk, and like having some disconnect time and just being present in nature and letting nature attune me with Reiki, letting nature refresh me and cleanse me. So I wrote this down after I got back. But this is the thought I had when I was just watching. I was sitting on my perch overlooking a beach. It's very popular. And watching the ocean. And, I'd been feeling challenged yesterday. A lot of intensity, a lot of challenge. And this is what came through. Remember, being human is a difficult path. We all keep picking this path because we like this challenge. Then we forget that we like the challenge and it just feels challenging. But the challenge is good for soul growth. Ultimately, the soul craves the challenge like the human craves chocolate and feeling good. The soul craves challenge. The human personality craves pleasure. Learn to derive pleasure from the challenge. This is mastery. Right now, the times are asking us to really grow stronger. Strong in mind, strong in body, strong emotionally, strong spiritually. It is a holistic strength competition and marathon at the same time, where the training is race day, is the competition. It's the same. The training is the race day. The training is the competition day. It's the big day. Know that on the other side of this, we all come out so much stronger and holistically fit. We are growing in strength and endurance like we cannot even fathom right now. It is happening now. Keep showing up. Be open. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Even if it doesn't make logical sense. Even if it feels uncomfortable or like a stretch. Go with it. If it feels like a challenge that will grow you and is ultimately for the highest good of all, go with it. You can always choose to never do it again. This is a time to expand to something different. After all, this is a new earth that we are creating. The new earth is not going to get created if we are stuck in the same old patterns, thinking the same old thoughts, speaking the same old words, doing the same old thing again and again. It is only going to get created if we choose new thoughts, new words, new actions, new patterns. Then we each birth a new level of consciousness, create new lives, new earth forms. New earth is already here as a frequency to tap into. The more we tap into the frequency of new earth, the more new earth takes on tangible form in you and your life. Learn to derive pleasure from the challenge. Wow. Yeah. And understand that your soul craves it. Like that's why we pick, in my download, that's why I picked human life. I crave a challenge. We each get challenged in different areas, in different timings. And, right now we're facing this challenge as a collective, lots of them. And the challenges are also manifesting in our individual lives. And we're all in different stages and phases of cycles. The collective's in certain stages and phases of cycles. Your country is in different, your region of the world in stages and phases of cycles. Each of our individual lives, we're in different stages and phases of cycles. And even different parts of your life are in different stages and phases of cycles. So this is why it's like, man, it feels like a lot. But, we are growing stronger. Like, we are growing stronger from this. We're going to look on the other side and be like, wow, I pushed through that. I persevered through that. I asked for help through that. I took this course, or I got this session, or I met this person, or I went to this gathering, or I changed, my job or my location or whatever it is. There are so many different options, right? And I think we're really being asked to do that right now, is to drop into new thoughts, new words, even, new language, new beliefs, new patterns, new routines. Keep what works, sure, keep what works. But also, evaluate where there might be some weakness, where there might be additional tending, where there might be a different tool that needs to come in because what was working isn't quite enough anymore, needs an additional. The human personality ego doesn't welcome tough very well. That's right, we hate it. We just want to be like pleasure, pleasure, pleasure all the time. And that's not even fulfilling. Like, that's the lie too, is that like just being in the pleasure all the time is gonna be fulfilling, but it's not. The soul knows better. The soul knows, no, like challenge and growth and like, persistence and determination and discipline and like keeping at it, keep going, keep growing, keep expanding. Like, this is actually what's fulfilling. The ego, the personality would have us believe, otherwise, avoid tough at all costs. But it's like, well, it's kind of impossible to avoid tough these days, It's pretty, pretty impossible to avoid toughness, at least in certain areas or in certain perceptions. And that's like the point, That's the point, that's the process. And like we can all help each other through that process in different ways as we choose new thoughts and new actions and new words, new patterns. We've all got each other in this. We really do. We really, really do. So those are some thoughts. Thanks for holding space for those thoughts. I'm telling y'all, go for walks. Go for walks. Be in nature. It's really simple. It's really basic. But yeah, if you can connect with nature, even if it's like, just a crystal that's inside your house, or finding some kind of movement, this is really, really helping me a lot. And sometimes when I'm on my walks, often lately, I'll be chanting the names of the symbols the whole time. I'll be activating Reiki the whole time. And this is really beneficial. I just keep activating Reiki instead of, choosing to indulge like unhelpful, counterproductive thought loops, or just kind of like, sometimes I let my mind relax, but a lot of times I'm just chanting the names of the symbols to myself, or, activating Reiki in whatever way. and also trying to be present, because my mind, it tends to like something to hold on to. That's why I will often be repeating the names of the symbols, and then different cool things happen, you know. Okay, sorry y'all, I think we'll probably need to get into the invocation. My phone is running out of battery, so I will shift gears and let's do it, and hopefully it won't cut out. Yeah, because I can't charge it and have the mic in at the same time. So let's go. Y'all, go ahead. Take a comfortable seat. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Turn your awareness inward. Breathe into the center of your being. Breathe down deep, deep within. The light of Reiki enters in on your breath. You are filled with life force energy. You are filled with light force energy. Reiki shines within you and around you. And it fills all the spaces of your body. All the spaces of your energy field are illuminated, fortified, reinforced with Reiki. And the light now becomes a flame, transforming you within the holy fires, releasing what needs to be released, letting go of the old that no longer serves your growth, your expansion, your health, your life purpose. And in this fire, in this flame, your authentic self is revealed. The full power of you is revealed to you. Your divine self united with your human self, your divine nature united with your human nature, your soul, your spirit, they are made available to you. Your connection is stronger than ever before. And your ego, your personality, your humanity, your human nature, your human spirit is enveloped in the light of the holy fire, and cleansed and purified, releasing what is not serving your soul, releasing what is not serving love, what is not creating the new you, the new life, the new earth that is what your soul truly desires for growth and fulfillment. The holy fire reveals a refined ego, a refined personality that can be in full service to your soul, can be in full service to your connection to all of creation, your part in this, The holy fire cleanses and clears and purifies and bathes you, all the spaces within you, all the spaces around you in the light, releasing the old, inviting in and revealing the new within, new thoughts, new forms, new creativities, new abilities, new gifts, new talents. These are all revealed to you. These are all strengthened within you. Your inner strength, your inner resolve, your determination, your discipline, your clear thinking, your clear seeing, your clear senses, these senses beyond the five. They are revealed. They are strengthened. Your energy field grows stronger with more and more holy fire, more and more Reiki, more and more light in every passing moment. And with each breath, you breathe in more Reiki, more light, more holy fire, until you're so full you can't help but radiate. You can't help but shine. And your light is so strong and so needed. You are so strong and so needed. Realize this strength within you. Connect with it, touch it, feel it, hold it, bless it. Thank it. Thank you for being strong. Thank you for this inner strength, your inner strength. May the light of the divine mind continuously reveal to you your own strength, what those strengths are, and make it available to you in the most challenging of moments, the most challenging of circumstances, reminding you of your power to choose, reminding you of your power to create the new. Your strength, your power, your fire is revealed to you. The holy fire envelops you. Thank you to you for choosing to nourish and nurture your strength, for doing your part to create the new earth, for saying yes to new thoughts, new experiences, new fresh choices that serve to increase your power, rooted in love, rooted in the highest good of all. Thank you to all the physical and non-physical beings, all the healing frequencies, the light, the holy fire, the source of the holy fire, and all of creation conspiring to empower us so fully in this moment, so deeply in this moment across time and space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aho, namaste, and so it is. You may continue with this experience for as long as you like. The light of the holy fire has your back and your front and all your sides, and is here for you. Please let me know if I can be of greater service to you. Share this if you felt some healing, and I'll make sure my phone is charged tomorrow so we can go a little longer. But sometimes just a quick one is all that's needed. Remember your strength. Remember why you're here. Remember that you do have the power and you do have the strength to move through whatever challenges you're facing. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Much love. Namaste. Shine on.